look out for you. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Say
I waited a bit to get on here so I could calm down, but it's something that happens with farming, and I don't share a lot. We talk about this a lot. I never share like faces of like family and friends on here. I hardly share Cope anymore since he's becoming like his own person. There's glimpses, obviously. And then like farming too, like I'll share highlights. That's what I have time to share. Highlights of my life. Failed projects once in a while, messy rooms once in a while, bad things that happened once in a while, but mainly highlights. But I hope you know with your discernment that bad things happen. I always have a mess. I have a laundry basket sitting next to me that's perfectly out of frame. That's been at the top of the stairs for 2 weeks now, and I just need to hang it up. So messes are there in life, in rooms, everywhere. But I wanted to share this because we shared the birth of the lamb. I just felt like this was maybe a good thing to share. Because it affected me a lot today. I was on a high. I was reading through your messages, and I had a meeting with the publishing company, and they were just really excited that it was out in the world. And and then I went in the barn. I got to hang out with the lambs. I was running high, and then I walked out of the barn. I'm gonna try to do this without crying. And I looked at the ground, and the human brain is wild because I think it was trying to protect me. And I looked at the ground, and I was like, how did a fish get here in the pasture? I was looking at it, and then it clicked, and I realized that one of the sheep had a baby, and it was still in the sack, and it was underdeveloped. It was failure to thrive. It was never going to make it, and maybe it had passed in utero. I have no idea. On the ground, they had given. So Jose and my father-in-law happened to be out on the other side of the barn, and I walked over and I said, there is a dead lamb in the pasture. I don't usually handle those kind of things. I'll clean a lamb's butt. I'll do all that. I'll milk a sheep and make sure that their ducts are not clogged, and I'll do all that. But I'm thankful that Jose will handle that kind of stuff. I just don't do well. But anyways, when I walked back out with him to show him where it was, I noticed a couple feet away there was a second one. And that one was a little more developed. It actually had fur on it. But again, it had passed. So sometime in the hours of late night, very early morning, one of them had gone into labor and lost the babies. So in our excitement this week, we've also lost two, which is just really sad. And they're out there now. I came back in just to calm down. I was sitting here at the top of the stairs, and the sun was hitting me. It was kind of a dreary day, and the sun was out, and I said a little prayer of just gratitude. But yeah, I think it was baby. I was talking to her, and I was just I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry that happened, and it's just sad. And that's just kind of an example of things that I rarely share here, but it's a farm. Things happen. We have to do things a lot that, just to manage the flock and manage the farm, and things happen, and it's nature. And so, yeah, it's sad. And I don't know, just a contrast to all the excitement over the birth. I wanted to show a little bit of also the mess that comes with it, just to show it's not all rainbows and butterflies. Fear news. Another reason I cried this morning is because when I woke up, I let myself sleep in a little bit today. And when I woke up, Jose said, I have something to show you. And you guys, I announced way too late at night. Everyone's in bed. I can't get it together. So I already did that wrong. I announced on the wrong day because of my voice. Everything was wrong. And you guys still showed up for our little family and ranked the book. I think it was number 1 in home decorating this morning. Blew my mind. tears. So there were happy tears before there were sad tears. Thank you so much. I will never, I wish you could see inside my brain and heart. I wish you could, because words feel so empty sometimes, especially on the screen. It's like, what do they really mean? I wish you could see inside my heart. And we're just so thankful. And more good news, super random good. I'm going to just find good news all day to share with you. Let's do that. The rest of the day, I'm going to find good news. That was my prayer. It was a prayer of gratitude. There's so much to be thankful for, and there's good news. We will work through it. But anyways, I meant to share this with you last week, but I got so busy with the market. I never know why I feel like I can share things during the market. Every year, I forget. I found my favorite sweatshirt. Well, two of them. They come in different styles, and I got two. I've never been to Maine, but this is like my favorite sweatshirt. I have it tucked into a sports bra, so it's kind of folded over. This is a small, and like I said, it's all fully tucked. I'll show you untucked in a second, but I tuck it. But this is the softest sweatshirt I have ever put on my body. Jose hung it up, and he was like, that is the softest thing ever. Like, where did you get that? He thought this, you'll never believe the store I got it at. I'll link it. I don't think I have stepped foot into the store since high school, but right before the market, I had a few things I wanted to find. So I actually went to the mall, which is also pretty crazy for me. But I was walking through the mall, and it was like one of those, like, I stopped in my tracks because they had this design. I'll put it right here. And if you don't know, our market that I was shopping for is in Holland, Michigan, which is like the Dutch capital of Michigan. The U.S.? I don't know. I don't know facts about that. But our whole thing is like tulips, the tulip time parade, the tulip festival, and it's all like people wear like Dutch attire, wooden shoes. It's a celebration. We have Dutch Village. And so when I saw this sweatshirt with the tulips, Amsterdam, I was like, I have to have that. And it also is like my favorite color on me. And then I found this one with it, got them both. I was excited.
Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones.
So I have two crazy stories kind of what the sheep taught me this week, and how I feel God is working through the sheep for me. So the first thing is at the market and prior to the market, I kept saying after the market, I want to slow down. I want to take a step each day to slow down. And Monday was the holiday, so Tuesday came around, basically my Monday, and I was like ready to hit the ground running. I was like, I had like a million things planned. What happens? Grace goes into labor, and it forces me to slow down. I sat in the barn on a bucket for 4 hours straight watching Grace in labor, and that was my Monday. I was slow. I was in the barn. I had no internet service, no phone service. And I sat and watched nature, and it was the most beautiful thing and beautiful lesson. I'm so thankful that God. Second lesson from my sheep this week is this morning. I told you guys that we lost 2 babies, and that it always affects us, but you just kind of like work through it. I won't share. I just like don't want to bring anyone else down. We kind of just like process it ourselves and just move on. Well, today I decided to share with you that, and I didn't realize how much it affected me, but like at one point I just felt like I needed to nap. Like it could be the weather's kind of crazy today, but I know that affected me. So what did I do? The greenhouse was the farthest thing from cozy. It was so disgusting. The long summer, it was just messy. Like processing things in and out was just messy. So I wanted to create a cozy environment for our family today to nurture us through what was happening, but I did it kind of like automatically. And I was sitting here sweeping and I'm like, wait, this is exactly what my book, what my passion, what everything I share every single day, this is the example. When you're going through hard times and when you're processing something hard, you want a cozy environment to nurture you and help you process all of that. And that's exactly what I was doing today and what I was going to share with you tonight without saying it. I mean, you guys see it every day. I'm doing something. I'm not necessarily saying this is cozy, even though I know I say that word too much. But it's crazy. Like the sheep taught me those 2 big lessons this week. Like slow down, look around you, be in the moment, and also the loss of those sheep today and saying, I need a cozy environment to nurture me and help me through this hard time. So I learned something this week and I'm like, okay, God, I hear you. And so I couldn't go on without sharing that with you as well. And hopefully our farm can also teach you something and help you. So anyways, I'm sitting here just like full of gratitude, cleaning. And I also just wanted to share this space with you and those lessons, and that in this like calming environment hopefully inspires you, the beauty of nature. But anyways, I hope that helps you in some way. I'm just like so thankful to God this week. I can't put it into words. I'm so thankful. Everything given back to Him, even through the hard times. So God is good all the time. I know, I hope you see that. So thanks to the sheep, thanks to God, thank you to our farm, thank you to you guys. Thank you.
The falling leaves drift by the window, the autumn leaves of red and gold.
I'm in the greenhouse and I have the sweetest little view right now. Look at the lambs out there. Oh, such a happy sight after what happened this morning. I didn't realize how much it affected me until I just felt like I was going to break down and I needed a nap. So instead, I came out here and I just started going at the greenhouse and cleaning. And if you remember those clippings from the hydrangeas, I'm not even a fourth of the way done. And I have them all here in the greenhouse ready to be bundled. I always bring them to the Found Cottage. So I will be bundling these and working on that. And that's what I did this afternoon. I cleaned. I'm nowhere near done, but this greenhouse was pretty disgusting. And I wanted to create a cozy, nurturing space. And so that's what I did. And it got my mind off of it and made me happy. And then I looked
Thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain.